Hey y'all. Hey, and welcome to No Dream Deferred's Coloring and Cocktail event. I'm Lauren Eterna, founding and artistic director for No Dream Deferred. Now I'd like to introduce Anne and Illionette of the Dream Team.
Thank you so much, Lauren. It just kicked me out. How y'all doing tonight? Oh my goodness.
Welcome,
Anne, you look so beautiful. Hey everyone. Oh my goodness. So my name is Illionette. I go by Illy. And my co-host,
Anne McQueen. You can just call me Anne. And we're so excited about this Coloring and Cocktails event. We have our papers ready. And first, I want to start by welcoming everyone and saying good evening. I am Anne McQueen. I am currently living on the unceded land of the Chitimacha, Houma, and Choctaw. This region already had a name before colonizers called it New Orleans, Obancha, meaning a place of many tongues in Choctaw. Please share your land acknowledgements here in the chat. And so we at No Dream Deferred are a Black-founded and Black-led theater production company that vows to uphold the value, history, and creativity of this land and beyond. And now I'm going to turn it back over to Illionette.
Thank you, Anne. So thank you all, everyone that's with us this evening. We're going to have some fun. Thank you for joining our Coloring and Cocktails. So we are excited to be here, of course. And if you haven't already, you can print the free coloring pages by Kia Mofet in the event invite and on our website if you haven't already done so. And so I'm going to actually pass it over to our fearless leader, our founding, producing, artistic director, Lauren Eterna. I know she welcomed us into the space and we thank her so much. So I'm going to pass it on to her. In order to really get started with talking about our Ajoyo, what that means and what that looks like. So Lauren, I'm going to give it.
All right. So we are so happy that you're here for our first ever virtual Coloring and Cocktails. You know, this event was really the brainchild of the team as a collective, in the sense of we just wanted something that would allow us to rest, right? Just to kick back and relax. We're No Dream Deferred. Our team is about to go on sabbatical. We're going to be taking our very first sabbatical from July 20th to September 7th. And we started really thinking about what relaxes us and what promotes rest. And then we thought, when's the last time we've colored, right? Coloring is such a great activity because you can just free your mind and you don't have to take anything too serious. And then we started thinking about, like, what's our favorite cocktail? And we're like, what if we did Coloring and Cocktails virtually? So if you haven't downloaded the coloring sheet, you can do that now. I think we even have a way to put that link in the chat for you to download the coloring sheets. And another reason why we wanted to gather everyone is really to talk about our Ajoyo. It's the new way that we're talking about our season or our work. And so instead of, kind of centering this prescribed rhythm and way of making, we said, what if we determine how and what we make and how often we make things? And so for 2021 through 2022, we embraced this idea of Ajoyo, and we're going to continue to embrace it as we continue to make and to be the fabulous art makers that we are here in the city of New Orleans. So to tell us a little bit more about Ajoyo before we start coloring is our creative director, Chevis Michael, via video.
No Dream Deferred is introducing a new way to talk about our work, a way that prioritizes you, our New Orleans audience, a way that centers quite literally the joy and celebration of community that is at the heart of everything that we do. We insist that we can create whatever we want, however we want, and whenever we so choose. That does not happen in a season. It happens every day. It is a moment-by-moment affirmation of the value of our lives, and it is something to celebrate. Ajoyo!
That was great. And for 2021 through 2022, our Joyo has been number one. We are producing a collective of audio stories called We're Still Here. It's a community connecting project. It's a community audio project where we ask community members to give us a story about what it's been like for them navigating the pandemic. And all of the stories are grouped into different themes, right? So we have stories about grief. We have stories about loss, illness, economic stories, and we have stories about joy and the surprising things that folks discovered during the pandemic. So that's going to be released in the fall. And also in the fall, we're going to be releasing the newly commissioned audio play Between the Levee and the Cane Field by Anne McQueen. And so that'll be coming to your headset in your earbud very soon in the fall of 2022. In 2023, we have exciting news. Our Joyo will be the We Will Dream New Works Festival, a 3-month-long festival featuring the brand new plays written by Black playwrights originating, working, or living in the American South. And we are licensing these new plays, and they'll run in rep beginning March 19th through June 19th. So you'll have a lot of time to see all of them. And on top of the new plays, we're also going to have a lot of engagement from local organizations, local performers. We'll be hosting other types of convenings that intersect with art making, justice convenings, education convenings, all kinds of different ways in which we want to gather our community together after spending so much time isolated. So that is our Joyo, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Kia to talk a little bit about the coloring sheets.
Hi everyone, I'm Kia. I had a lot of fun making these coloring sheets. I'm using Procreate, so I'm doing everything, there we go, digital. But for the first picture, which I guess I just had up and I could have just flip. I'm gonna flip it. All right. The first picture, the dancing, I thought of things that make me feel free. And when I dream and when my mind can kind of go blank, and different people have different things, mine is dance. So I thought it was it would be fun to show dancing and have a little fun coloring. And I got like friends and even my fiance to pose because I needed references. The second one, this is the baby person. I modeled that after my niece, to think about like dreaming of the future and what we want to see for our legacy going on. And then this one, I just thought, oh, it's so light, but it's the dreamer. Oh, there we go. The daydreamer, because we don't just dream while we're asleep, we dream all the time. And all of these pages are not just coloring, but it also encourages you to share a little bit. Like, what do you dream about? What do you want to dream for the future? What makes you happy? So you can also kind of think about the good things while your mind doesn't have to think about everything else that's going on. So I hope everyone enjoys them and has a good time.
Thank you so much, Kia. I love the coloring sheets. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Truly. And so I know now I really want to spend some time. Our virtual community producer was unable to come tonight, J Mix, and she really wants me to share on behalf of what she wrote on, like, what coloring has really done for her in terms of, like, her mental health journey and how it was really beneficial. And so she shares, coloring was a forced pastime for many of us when we were kids. Markers, colored pencils, and crayons were required items on the back to school list. Before you learn to count or read, you probably learn to color. And coloring unlocks our imagination for infinite possibilities. As artists, our mental wellness is more valuable if our brains are not actively engaged in creative pursuits. And so one of the simplest ways to ensure our creative brains are being exercised is through coloring. So when I was in the hospital, we didn't have electronics. We had snacks, blank sheets, unsharpened pencils, markers, and coloring books. So it was there that I had remembered how relaxing and soothing it was to color. In group therapy, we had coloring books to help keep our mind occupied as we went through the room to share our vulnerabilities. And I encourage everyone present tonight to observe how your body receives information while you're engaged in conversation and coloring. So for those of you who will be having a cocktail or two, you can utilize your creative brains by initiating conversations. But most importantly, don't think too hard. Live presently, and the fun will follow. And I also took some time to really just dive into some research that I found actually through the Huffington Post on how coloring truly is, after doing some studies, how it psychologically is very beneficial for us. And this, she's a psychiatrist by the name of Dr. Nikki Martinez. And she writes, these various ways, we know that many psychologists suggest these to patients as an alternative to medication, as a means of relaxation and a calming tool. For many, the lack of structure and stress are the greatest triggers they have. So this applies to individuals with obsessive compulsive disorders, anxiety disorders, stress disorders, depressive disorders, eating and binging, you name it, and so on and so forth. And so I'm going to just actually pass it over to now Lauren, so that this way we can just continue the conversation. Thank you so much.
Well, let's see. Do we have Lauren? I'm not sure if we have Lauren. She'll be right back. I think she might have some technical difficulties. There she goes. Yeah.
Are we ready? All right, y'all.
Ready.
Grab your markers, grab your crayons, grab your wine, and let's get to coloring. We can share that link to download those coloring sheets right now, and join us. All right, let's go.
Yeah, I'm starting with number one, the first initial drawing with the twerk team. So hopefully, we'll see. I'm going to start with the color brown. So just while we're coloring, we want to share some of our favorite cocktails, the team's favorite cocktails. I'm sorry, my little one just put a crayon
in your drink. Oh my gosh.
So it's got a hint of pink now. So I want to start off with one of my favorite things to do with the mocktail, which is non-alcoholic for those that are not drinking or taking a break from drinking. Coloring. I like the easiest thing you can do is base your drinks with Sprite. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah.
Really?
Sprite, it's the syrup. You can use 7-Up too. It's the syrup. It's the hint of lemon. You can literally take Sprite, throw it in a blender with strawberries or blueberries, and even watermelon, and you have a nice little mocktail. And if you have kids, especially little girls, they think they're drinking something. They think they look fancy.
Champagne, honey.
Yeah, so that's one of my favorite things to do. And if you are an alcohol drinker, you can just add some alcohol to it. White alcohol, not the dark stuff.
Like vodka or something?
Yeah, like a vodka.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Like the bootleg fancy mocktail for me.
Yeah.
Lauren, do you have a cocktail that's your favorite, a mocktail that's not crayon flavored?
You know what? I have a favorite cocktail, and it's a classic cocktail. I don't know what this says about me, but I just love just an icy cold martini with just a little splash of dirt, like not too dirty, just a little dirty. And like no like vermouth or anything, just straight up. Like I like to get like the top shelf vodka and get like just a really cold martini. That's so good to me.
I love that.
It's a special treat though. It feels like something you would do after like a really successful day at work. You know what I'm saying? Like toast to yourself, kick it up.
Yeah, that would make you feel bougie. Yeah, I love it. That in a bad.
You gotta have a bougie martini night then, Ann.
Yes, bougie martinis. Let's see. Any of our other teams have a
favorite cocktail?
Illy, Kia, you ladies have a favorite drink? Cocktail or mocktail?
I don't drink, but I'm from New Orleans. So I made this thing that I call Bertolli sweet tea because my grandma makes Bertolli. And so it's just sweet tea and peach, I think vodka. So the peach from the tea, people don't really taste alcohol, and then trouble starts.
Okay. Oh my goodness, this thing is acting up. Y'all hear me and see me? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh my gosh, y'all. So sorry about that. All right. Let me see.
We're talking about favorite cocktails. Oh, I'm gonna share. Someone commented Long Island Ice.
Did someone just put Long Island? That was my favorite growing up. I used to get way too lit with some Long Island. And I think it was the blue Long Island iced tea. Oh my gosh.
Well, let me ask y'all this while we're coloring. How's everybody been doing with all the... It just feels like there's so much going on in the world right now. How have y'all been doing?
I was waiting for somebody else to go. I've been the most stressed I've ever been in my life.
The most stressed? Yeah.
Yes. Like, it seems like you're meant to operate in a pandemic as if the pandemic isn't happening.
Right.
And that like everything doesn't cost $1 million and that craziness isn't happening in the world every day. And it's like, come on. Like something's gotta give, but nothing's given. So it's just crazy.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad we're doing this, because we're making the space, right? We're giving ourselves the space.
Yeah.
What are you about to say, Illy?
I was gonna say I'm constantly just thinking about like the solutions, you know, because like the fact that everything, especially food, like the food scarcity at this time, because food is so high in grocery stores, I'm constantly thinking, well, okay, I got to get on my A game, and because I've always wanted to have my own garden, and I'm really serious about learning how to farm. So it's like my heart is like, okay, well, the reason why it's calling forth is because this is the time to make sure it's done, you know,
right?
Because food is going to become the new commodity, you know. I mean, it already is, but in the sense of like, you know, people are, it's a struggle right now. Even just hearing, you know, how bad it is, you know, originally from New York. So I constantly hear stories from my family up there, my friends up there, and just like how it's just stupid expensive. And like my friends have to like move back with their parents. I'm like, damn, this is a lot. It's a lot. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you know, one thing I did see a news story on a lot of businesses are selling, they're decreasing the size of the products they sell you. So let's say, for instance, you're getting like a 32-ounce bottle of ketchup for $5.87. You're still paying $5.87, but now you're going to get like 20-something ounces. But most people don't notice that difference across the board.
Oh, fancy kid. Did I just see a 1992 year strawberry lemonade?
It's a Trader Jose.
Trader Jose.
Trader Jose's finest.
I love it.
Trey said we're gonna make a big deal out of this right
I
now.
love it.
It's
That
so
is
When
good.
life gives
I
you
love
lemons, baby, sip lemonade out of a wine glass.
Ew,
That looks so good too.
for sure. I
So
love it.
any beer drinkers here? We have the fancy drinks. We mentioned those. I like a nice beer for a football game, for the Saints game.
Oh, like a nice cold beer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm starting to like really love gin and
Yeah.
whiskey, bourbon. I don't know what that is. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, wait a
Like a
minute.
gin
Now,
and tonic.
what's this
I'm
other
always
drink
quick
we
to
got
go
here?
for.
What is this?
I don't know. Trey is joining the party.
Like,
I'm just
Welcome, Trey.
Joining the party.
Welcome.
Hey, come on, Trey.
But look, dreamers, if you're out there, put your favorite cocktail or mocktail in the chat or let us know how you've been doing. There's a lot of stuff going on right now in the world. And we want to know how y'all feeling. You know, we're all community. I was just a part of another conversation today, and one of my mentors said, the foundation is essentially community. Like, we begin with community. In the beginning, there was community. And I just thought that was so dope. So, you know, how are y'all feeling? Put it in the chat. We'll lift it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like, also, how do y'all prioritize your needs? Like,
Yeah.
do you prioritize your rest? Have you not been doing that enough? Put in your thoughts around that. Truly. Yes. Ooh.
You know what I realized? There is not enough imagination or options when it comes to browns. Like, we need more browns.
Yes.
Like markers and colors.
various shades, yes. Yeah, I love this twerk team. This is so funny to me.
I literally had friends be like, okay. And one of my friends, the one like in the real twerking position, he was like,
Yeah.
but is this okay? I'm like, yes, just have fun. And then they started having too much fun. It was great.
Okay, we got a comment here. Brittany Williams.
Hey.
Friend.
So look, mocktail. Oh, this sounds good. Ginger beer, watermelon, strawberry juice with a dash of lime. Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds really nice.
All right, somebody
Let me write that down on my coloring sheet real quick. Ginger beer, watermelon, strawberry juice. Okay, and a dash of lime.
We got some viewers. Don't be shy. Put your favorite cocktail, mocktail.
Brittany is doing a mocktail because she's gonna soon have little baby Kia. I'm naming it Kia, Brittany. So name your child.
Wait,
Kia.
is this common knowledge, Kia? Are you sharing something that people don't know?
You shared it on social.
Okay, good. Oh, congratulations, Brittany.
Yay!
I'm not telling her secrets.
I love it.
So I had a friend of mine tell me, who just recently had a baby, that the rules around drinking while pregnant, like wine and stuff, like doctors are not being as stringent as they used to be, because actually over drinking obviously has negative impacts on a fetus, but not having an occasional drink, and that's just like something they make mothers feel like they can't do it all while pregnant because they don't want them to be happy. I made up that last part, but essentially, like, they don't want them to have joy and to be fun. Like, you know, like everything has to change about your life because you're a mother, which was shocking to me because when I had my kids, it was like nothing, you know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Y'all, Lenny is
That was rough. It was hard for me not to enjoy a good drink when I was breastfeeding.
I know. Dumping pump.
And especially how stressful it was. I'm like, oh my gosh, if only I could just have a glass of wine.
I mean, I said it opposite. Pump and dump, not dump and pump. Pump and dump.
Yes.
That was so tough for me because I made so little. So, you know, that's
you didn't want to waste it. I know.
That is
Look,
so-
now I'm
Yeah.
like, is there like an underground black market now for breast milk? Like, do I need to start taking like some, what's that thing that make you have breast milk? I could sell it. They don't have no formula.
that makes you tired.
You could open a business called Pump and Dump.
Yes, I like that.
You making it nice? You making
I
it
could
nice?
sell my breast milk is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I really heard that you could do that. Though.
What is
Really,
happening?
I wonder if there's like a black market for
Right.
breast milk.
Oh, Brittany says, however, during breastfeeding, pump and dump for the win.
Yes. You guys to do you. Okay.
Ah, yes, indeed.
How y'all's coloring coming along? I'm not showing mine.
I love it. I always use bright colors. I'm always such a bright color. Let me see.
It's so interesting too. Like, I really enjoy this with y'all in this moment and everybody out there who's joining us virtually. But it just makes me wonder about the future of in-person things, right? Like, when we think we're getting a little break
Yes.
from everything,
Yeah.
it's like COVID is not done with us. And I just heard someone say something about like a decade. Like,
A
it'll
decade.
be this. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? Weren't you in the room when somebody said that? It's on silent. You on silent.
I said I can't do a decade.
Yeah, I think a friend of mine, Tiffany Vega Gibson, shout out to Tiffany Vega Gibson, has said that she read somewhere that it was a decade left of like
What?
this type of life.
Oh my God.
Very common, like very common, like we don't have to fear it anymore.
Yeah.
That's a whole generation.
But what about monkeypox, y'all? Have y'all seen that? Like
Child, have I seen it?
anything but monkey. Like, please don't give me monkeypox.
Every time I have any minor irritation, I immediately make my husband check to see if it's a monkeypox. And I'm convinced I have monkeypox. I'm just like, I've gotten the monkeypox.
COVID got y'all with PTSD.
I know, it's horrible.
True. That's true.
Monkeypox is just ridiculous.
That's a game changer.
Thank you. I just received mine. Whizzing!
Y'all, Liddy is scratchy scratching all over my drawing. He's scratching.
Yep, it's just a good old Chardonnay, y'all. Is my glass really big?
Yeah, it's huge. But that's your business.
That's my business, honey.
Yeah, having fun.
Well, I hope y'all coloring in the lines.
Somewhat.
I'm drinking within
Who's
the
not
line.
coloring in the lines? Who's that?
Like,
What are y'all gonna do on sabbatical? No Dream Deferred sabbatical, going on our first sabbatical. We're gonna try this. This is okay. So let's be honest with the folks. This is our second attempt to stop working as a group.
yes.
Mhm.
The first time we tried it,
Failed.
we failed miserably. Like on day 2, people were sending me secret Slack messages like, but really though, can't we still talk about it was
But the
horrible.
thing about here is that I enjoy this work.
Right.
But
and
even
we
when you
enjoy it.
enjoy your work, you gotta rest, you know.
And that's just real.
You know, the one thing I was talking to our other Dream Team member, Lefty, about this when I first was explaining why I felt like a sabbatical was so important. And I was saying that we each come to No Dream Deferred as artists, right? We have our own craft, right?
Mhm.
And while we love No Dream Deferred work, this is time taken away from like our other projects, right? So like, when do we as artists honor that we need unrestricted time to rest and also to like pursue our heart projects, our heart work, right? I love NDD.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm the founder, but NDD ain't me. And your camera's off, but your sound is still. You just made sure we can hear the cough. She said, "Let me get on out of here."
Right.
Yeah, you know, I was saying NDD is not me. You know, and Lauren E. Turner has stuff that she wants to do too. That's not NDD stuff. Everything I got don't belong to NDD. So this sabbatical will be interesting, huh?
The thing with me and being artistic is with rest comes more artistic ideas.
Yes,
it's hard to like. You need the rest because you can get burnt out. But then when you rest, you're like, oh, and then I can do the thing. And then you're like, but I'm supposed to not be doing any things. And I think that's the tough part of resting because the rest does make your creativity spring, which is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
hard to turn off that like work brain, like the work part of my brain.
Yeah.
Like, it really is. I really struggle with that.
The part of you that wants to be productive.
But I could do this and I could do that, and I know I need to do this, and I don't know.
Yeah, I can be mad busy and still feel like I'm not doing enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think capitalism makes us feel like we've got to be constantly producing something.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, oof.
Hey,
what a journey it is to kind of
it?
like really not.
No, I drank some.
You know,
I got a hint of crayon
like you don't
in my.
need.
I was literally dying. And when you told me that, I was like, "Oh my god!" That was hilarious.
It was just like no and just cough sound.
No, baby, no, and that ain't it.
Immediately when the wine got here, I stopped coloring.
Oh man!
You know what? Don't we have some trivia questions?
Oh yes, we do. Are you all ready to play trivia? Culture trivia. We're gonna ask you to answer these questions, y'all, in the chat. Let's see how much you know. Culture trivia. All right. Trivia question number 1. Finish this sentence. Fish don't fry in the kitchen. Finish this sentence. Put it in the chat. Fish don't fry in the kitchen. If you know the rest of this phrase. Kia, Trey, what do we have?
Fish don't fry in the kitchen.
Oh, you got this.
Beans don't burn on the grill.
Beans don't burn on the grill. That's 100 points. Whoever got that right, you just got 100 points. You get an extra 100 points if you can sing it, Kia. Go.
Okay. Don't judge me. Fish don't fry in the kitchen. Beans don't burn on the grill.
Hey.
Just to get up that hill.
I love it. Bonus point.
That was without alcohol. That was without alcohol.
Sans alcohol.
All right. Trivia question number 2. How long did she have to fight? How long did she have to fight?
I know everybody know that.
Put your answer in the chat if you want 100 points.
Do we get to play? Can we play?
Points
and can you please give us the answer to the second trivia question, please?
All my life.
All my life. Bonus, if you can act out this scene.
All my life I had to fight. I know that entire script.
By heart?
I
think everybody does, though.
That entire script.
I didn't see that movie until college.
What?
Oh,
Yes, I had not seen that movie until I went to Hampton, and I think it was. I know Trey just unengaged me, but I think
disengaged you.
Danny Glover came to Hampton to talk about it. It was like an anniversary of The Color Purple, and I was like, I need to watch it. I just never had it in the house, and then I watched it, and I was like, wow, it's really good, but it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
So now
All right, y'all ready for the third trivia question? Let's go ahead and pull it up. Name the one thing your mama does not look like. Name the one thing your mama does not look like.
Well, there's two, right? Isn't there
There is
two?
two, but the top one, then we'll say the second one as a bonus. Well, I would say the one thing that I do not look like as a mama is Boo Boo the Food. Okay?
Bam.
And the second one is what, Ann?
One of your little friends.
One of your little friends.
Okay.
So when your mama bring you on social media, send her a message saying, I'm not one of your little friends, remember?
Mm-hmm. And I do not look like Boo Boo the Food. And Brittany's got that right. 100 points for you, Brittany.
Yeah.
I am interested to see what people would draw if he told them to draw Boo Boo the Fool. I'm interested to see what people would come up with.
That's the true cocktail. That's what is we're gonna draw Boo Boo the Fool and one of your little friends. All right, trivia question number 4. Cocoa butter versus shea butter. And go.
Shea butter. Shea. I feel like you just said.
That's the hard one.
I think shea butter is team light skin for me. Like that's what I think it is. Honestly, like shea butter is team light skin. Cocoa butter team
elbows. The elbows require cocoa butter.
Well, I feel like cocoa butter is what we think does the job, but shea butter actually gets it done.
Right.
There you go. There you go.
Cocoa butter is Rouse's.
Mm-hmm.
Shea butter is Whole Foods.
Damn.
So bougie cousin cocoa butter. Y'all look
You
at
know
this.
what? But that's a good analogy. That was
Yes, yes, and
This is holes. And then you put holes.
oh, I thought that was a drink. I'm tripping.
You put holes for my cough.
All right, can we get our last trivia question of the evening?
Mm-hmm.
Name the most iconic Black theater musical number.
It's a brand new day by the Wiz. I love that one.
Oh,
I love.
brand new day.
Brand new
Hey, sing it, Ellie.
That's my shit.
I'm about to listen to that right now. After this, it's gonna be
All right, right now.
on repeat.
I wish we could play it right now. I really wish. Oh my gosh, that would everything.
What's another one?
I would say One Night Only from Dreamgirls.
One night.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Between that and Jimmy Got Soul. Between those
Jimmy
two.
got soul.
Well, you can't. And I am telling you, is a huge.
Yeah.
A huge one too.
All right. Brittany said any number from The Wiz or Dreamgirls.
Mm-hmm.
But wait
There
a minute,
you go.
I think weren't there some? Was another one that you mentioned, Trey?
You did.
I know somebody said Ease On Down the Road from the
No,
Wiz.
you mentioned a different one.
Oh, Porgy and
That was a good
Summertime
one.
from Porgy and the Best.
Summertime. Yes.
Them classics.
Hush, little baby.
And technically, that is an opera, not a musical. Fun fact.
You're right. You're right.
Right, that's true.
Also, speaking of opera theater, I would also say Ragtime,
Mm-hmm.
Your Father's Hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had to learn all about all of these.
Good.
These were homework assignments.
Brittany saying Trey be knowing Tips Cup. Oh yes, and also there have been musical adaptations like Aida. Yes.
Mhm.
All I've gotten done is skin in this coloring. Let
It's
me
funny
get to-
that the model is on his way here.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of options for most iconic Black theater musical number. And that concludes our culture trivia, child.
Isn't it interesting how like the Black, like the diaspora is that like
That's
you
a
can say
SAT
one
word.
thing. I know, but you can say like one thing and like everybody knows it, like the boo boo the food thing, or like you can just look at somebody else and they just know what you think it. It's like crazy.
I was walking down the street with a friend the other day, and the street light came on, and we both looked at it and chuckled. And it was just because we both had that old adage: "You better be home for that street light."
For that street light, come on. Yes. Oh, we got some more.
I grew
We
up
got
with
some
that too.
other
Oh, my
Shadowland from
goodness.
Lion King.
That's a good
That's a
one.
Black musical number. Because the Lion King will always be Black. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yes, you can consider
Fantasia
Lion
and
King.
the color
Not
purple
only
singing,
is he
I'm
Black,
here.
but he fine.
I guess I never thought
You're
of
the
the
only one
Lion
that
King
found
as a Black
Mufasa is
musical,
fine.
but it is.
Mufasa is fine. Yes, it's Black. It's in Africa.
Yeah. One of my students said I looked like Scar the other day, and I didn't know how to take that.
Scar's cool though.
Yeah, I'll take it. But his literal, like his real name is Taka, which is trash. Like, I don't want to be called.
Oh,
trash.
Brian. Hey, Brian. Brian said Fantasia in the color purple singing I'm here.
Oh,
my
man, I saw that
Yes.
on Broadway.
Just
Yes.
say
Oh
out.
man, I saw that on Broadway with Fantasia. That was amazing.
You saw
I
that
saw
on
it in
Broadway?
Chicago. I saw it in Chicago with Fantasia and I was done.
Oh my god.
You want to see me do an
I
ugly
saw
cry in a
Fantasia
theater?
live when she was. I saw Fantasia live when she was still in American Idol, and they were
Yeah.
like on tour. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to see me do an ugly cry in a theater and almost take off running like I'm in church, have Fantasia sing I'm here from Color Purple. Okay? Y'all will be embarrassed in that theater. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Never that.
Why is Lauren running around this theater like this?
The question I have is why after trivia is my drink empty? I don't understand that. What is this?
The more trivia, the more you need a drink. You need a sip. You took a sip. Every time you got 100 points, you took a sip. That's what
But Kia
And you
got
have
the
a
point.
million
I have
points.
the point.
you have a
But
million
I have
points.
the point.
Yes, sir.
Do we want to share our work? I'm purposely not sharing my work. Everybody want to hold up your work so far?
I'm one of the models, so I am the work.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Ooh. Wait. Anne's trying
And
to show
it's going
her.
away because of your background. Oh wait. Oh, we're
Okay.
getting it really cool. Like it's coming through like one image at a time. Oh, that's okay. And very good, Kia.
All right, let me zoom out and turn my brightness down to. Oh no! Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I made a mistake, but it was a happy mistake. So this is where I'm at so far.
Oh, they go free.
It's like Jesus twerking.
Yeah, but like Jesus.
That looks good.
You know what? I was doom scrolling on Facebook on Sunday, and I came across this post that has bothered me ever since, which was Jesus is my sneaky link. And somebody put in the comments, that'll preach. And I'm just very concerned about the state of
I'm start working on that sermon. I got you.
We come in together, we leave together, but nobody know we're together though. Like I'm trying to get to the framework, the analysis. Jesus is my sneaky link.
We can use the scripture when he went into the wilderness. Jesus, because he had some alone time.
He did have some alone time.
I'm gonna start working on that.
This is my sneaky link.
Look, if anybody needs a youth pastor for Youth Day, I got you. I am a licensed minister. I can get
Yes.
you.
Don't commit to that. Don't commit to it yet till you do the work. Don't commit to it.
Look, I'm sitting here asking for preaching gigs while with the drink in my hand. I need help.
Well, as long as you're not drunk. Yeah, I know. All right. So we saw some of our work. Do we want to go ahead and prepare? We are here for an hour. So do we want to prepare to close out? Okay.
Yes.
You know what? I do have one question. Can someone explain to me what is the black card game?
Oh, well, we kind of did it. It's similar to the trivia we did. It asked similar culture questions.
Oh, okay.
Before we go though, I do want to share more information about We Will Dream. So next year in March, we're going to launch our very first We Will Dream New Works Festival. Once again, we are licensing 4 new plays written by Black playwrights in the American South. Whether you were born here, but you don't live here anymore, or you're in the South, you moved to the South and you live and work in the South, whatever, as long as you're oriented to the American South, we want to support the full production of your newest idea. And the whole theme behind the festival is that we're creating a space to support new ideas, new dream spaces, new gathering spaces, right? Where we can hear from each other. And so your production, if selected, your play, if selected, will receive a full production and will run and rep from beginning March 19th through June 19th. Our festival concludes on Juneteenth, which is appropriate. And so if you want to submit a new work, you can go to what you see right here, this link to submit it. We're accepting applications until August 19th. You've got enough time right now to write the play. We are licensing plays anywhere between $6,000 to $10,000 for playwrights. And that rate changes depending on the length of run during the festival. So $6,000 to $10,000 for Black playwrights with new plays who are living, working in the American South. You can't get much better than that.
You really can't.
And Lauren, do you have to be like a professional?
You have to show a commitment to either the craft, profession, or practice of playwriting. Meaning, no, you can be committed to the practice, you can be committed to it as a craft, or you could be a professional. So you don't have to be a professional, and professionals are also very much welcomed. You don't have to have a degree from a fancy school for playwriting. If you're a community playwright, you've never been to school for it, we welcome your works. We want to support your works.
Amen.
All right. Any other things you can mention? Oh, we have a gift for y'all. We have a gift for y'all.
Yes.
So for joining us tonight, we're offering a really big discount, the biggest discount that Shopify will let us give on anything in the Dream Store. So we're going to share information about the code to get that discount. Do we have that where we can share the code for how to access that discount? And you can go to our website and go to our store through our website. Put this code in, you'll get a huge discount on anything that we have in our Dream Store. We have some really great, cute stuff designed by Kia Moffitt. Check it out. If you haven't had a chance to check out the Dream Store, check it out. And also, before I turn it back over, I just want to remind everybody that, y'all, we're going to rest, okay? Come July 20th, don't call, don't email. Every single person that you see on this call, on this stream, is going to be on sabbatical and then some, right? And we will rejoin you rested, collected, and better than ever September 7th, raring to go. All right, I'm going to turn it back over to Ellie to go ahead and get us closed out. And
Thank you so much. Yeah. And my trusty co-host. Thank you so much, Lauren. This has been so good. I felt like
Yay.
it was just great to just chill, have some good conversation, sip on our cocktails, mocktails. Yes, I feel like we all needed this.
Yes,
know,
thank
I-
you so much for
Yes.
coming.
Yes,
Thank you
indeed.
so much for coming. Thank you for sharing your favorite drinks. I'm hoping that this will not be the last one. So we
Mhm.
thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. Again, I want to send a shout out to Lefty Lucy for running tech in the background. We didn't get to see
Yes,
her.
behind
We
the
didn't have-
scenes.
Kudos to Lefty. Kudos to our fearless leader, Lauren. Kudos to my co-host, Illy. Thank you so much, Kia, for those beautiful drawings. Like literally 3 drawings, Kia. Like this is crazy. Thank you so much, and to the rest of our dreams team. And you all have a beautiful night.
Yes, bye, y'all.